Imagine this. You're on a game show. The host is standing in front of you with a smile. There are 3 doors. Behind one of these doors is a brand new sports car, the host says. Behind the other 2 are goats. Yes, actual goats. Why goats? Honestly, nobody really knows. You take a deep breath and choose a door. Let's say you pick the one on the left. The host looks at you, smiles, and opens one of the doors you didn't choose. A goat walks out. The goat looks at you like, "Why am I even here?" Then the host asks the famous question, "Do you want to change your choice?" Be honest. What would you do? Most people say, no, because now there are only 2 doors left. It feels like the chances are 50-50. Sounds reasonable, right? Well, this is exactly where math says, sorry, you're wrong. The correct move is actually to switch doors. And yes, you really should switch. Let's see why. Go back to the moment you made your first choice. At that point, your chance of picking the car was only 1 out of 3, about 33%, which also means there was a 67% chance that you picked the wrong door. Now here's the important part. The host does not open a random door. The host already knows where the car is. So they never open the door with the car. They always open a door with a goat. That means they're giving you new information. And that's the part most people miss. Let's look at an example. Imagine the car is behind door 1. You choose door 2. The host opens door 3 because it has a goat. You switch. And you win the car. Now another example. This time the car is behind door 3. You still choose door 2. The host opens door 1 because it has a goat. You switch again, and once again, you win the car. So when do you lose? Only if your very first choice was already correct. That happens only 1 out of 3 times. In other words, if your first choice is correct, switching makes you lose. But if your first choice is wrong, switching saves you. And remember, your first choice is wrong about 67% of the time. So in the long run, people who switch win almost twice as many cars. If your brain is still saying, "No way," you're not alone. This puzzle confused some of the smartest people in the world. Professors, mathematicians, statisticians. Many people even sent angry letters saying the answer had to be wrong. But math doesn't care about our feelings. Math only cares about probabilities. Now let's make it even easier to understand. Forget 3 doors. Imagine there are 100 doors. Only 1 has the car. You pick 1 door. Your chance of being right is just 1%. Then the host opens 98 doors, all with goats. Now only your door and 1 other door are left. Would you really trust your original 1% choice? Or would you switch to the other door that now carries the remaining 99% chance? That's exactly what's happening in the 3-door version. It's just harder for our brains to notice because there are fewer doors. That's why the Monty Hall problem is one of the most famous examples of how human intuition can fail against mathematics. Sometimes, sticking with your first decision isn't the smartest move, especially when the other person already knows the answer. So, what would you do? Would you switch your door? Or would you stick with your first choice? Let me know in the comments. And who knows? Maybe some people watching this video still believe the chances are 50-50.